Okay, I have my skull mold out, and I don't think we've seen this since probably Halloween, October time. So it's gonna be fun. So we're gonna be using some Apex resin by Just For You Online UK, just like it says there. See? Just For You Online UK. Great resin, awesome resin, and I'm kind of pushing it a bit with the depth. I'm also using pigment powders from the Tiny Turner because they're my favourite, and I'm trying to do a similar style to the Snoopy that we did. So let's go play. Everyone, and welcome to NerdGoblinart. I'm Lula. So it's stirred up, and I've already did the stirry thing. Now with this kind of technique, if you recall, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's a really cool one, where I put a galaxy inside Snoopy. So Daniel Cooper came up with the technique, and then Wendy from Toonfish Crafts made a few tweaks and changes to it, and here we are. And I'm a little bit obsessed with it at the moment. So we've done it on small scales, and we've done it on medium-sized scales, and now I want to have a go at doing it in a skull. Yes, in a skull. So the resin needs to be warm, not to the point where it's going to cure on you, but at least it needs to be at least into its 30s, is what I found anyway. So the idea is you put in your clear resin, as I am doing there. I'm not doing anything else with it for a few minutes because it is not at the temperature I need it to be. It has only just come off the mixer, so it needs a little more time to warm up, but it's going to warm. You know, it doesn't matter if it's in the cup or in the skull at this point, so I'm happy for it to go in there. It also gives me the opportunity to play with any bubble and try and get any bubbles up that might be hanging around in the skull, and you can give it a little bit of a tippy tappy, because the skull isn't going to be filled to the top at this point, because we need to put in the dark matter from the Tiny Turner, and then once that's cured, we need to brush on Aurora from the Tiny Turner, this one, which will be brushed on to the cured part, but we're going to be putting in this dark matter, and that's going to go in that amount of resin we've got there. And the idea of it going in while it's warm is that it doesn't mix with the rest of the resin, so you're going to get more of almost like a constellation-y typey thingy majiggy. But it's a really nice effect, and I just want to see if I can get that into the skulls. I'm also going to mix in some glitter. I'll show you that glitter in a moment. So you can see the dark matter in there. Well, I can see it. I think you can see it. But I'm going to add a little bit more. I can't think of the word delicate. It's a word like delicate. Words. We don't do words. So I've decided to add a little bit more to the mix. Now, I am pushing it with putting in regular epoxy resin and not using a deep pour. I have always pushed these molds and smack on the hand, I guess, but I've never used deep pour on any of these skulls. I believe this is one of my, yes, it's one of my BB Craft skulls that they very kindly sent me. And I've never had a flash cure yet. And admittedly, I've never used Apex resin. So this glitter I got from Mini Scenes GB from Tracy. So I will link her website in the description box, as I will with the Tiny Turner pigment paste. Where they're from is from Toompish Crafts from Wendy. So you can also order them from her. They're very nice. And also, I do have a discount code for Just For You Online UK. It's up on the screen now, but you can also find it in my description box. Okay, so I'm much happier with that amount of dark matter and with that little bit of glitter that I've just put in. And it's a super light glitter. It is I've been using it a few times this week, but this is the first time it's gone into something where you can properly see it. So I'm really pleased with it anyway, but it's great. So I have my temperature thermometer yet again. So just checking, and I'm much happier with that temperature. And it's gone into the 30s, so I'm now happy to pop in that mixture. But first of all, because I don't want to forget, I always spray the probe with a bit of isopropyl alcohol once I'm done with it and wipe it over. Just have to do it as I go, because I will forget and then I end up ruining things, and I don't want to be doing that. Okay, so I'm ready to put this in. It's so pretty. Oh, it's like magic. Yeah, also check out my video called It's Like Magic. It shows this technique again. So you can see there, as I'm pouring in, can you see that it's not literally mixing in with the resin? Yes, I know I'm sticking my silicone tool in there, but what I want to do is encourage some of the colour to go further down into the skull. I wasn't entirely sure, if I poured it in here, I wasn't sure if it would just suspend in the bottom part of the skull. So it was worth it to me to do it this way. And making sure, of course, that you're looking for any bubbles. I'm not massively concerned about micro bubbles or anything like that, but I don't want big holy spotty things. That's the thing that I'm more worried about with the bigger bubbles. But I really don't mind at all, because the resin is warmer. It is a bit more bubbly, and it's hard to get down in that mould, other than scooping bubbles out and running your silicone tool around the sides. So I do also end up using another skull. Reason being, if you watch my other videos, I did it 2 ways. So I'm doing it 2 ways now. So I didn't see the need. So one of the skulls I painted with Aura, and this one I'm painting with Starlight. So I just wanted to see if there was any big difference with the colours on the bottom. And also the one on the left, I did the technique where we waited for the resin to warm up, and the one on the left, I simply put the whole mix in all together. So this is the black mica powder I like to use. This is a lovely black one. It's not shimmery or anything, and it's perfect when you want to do anything that is on the bottom. And again, I will link it in the description box. I had some leftover resin from both the skull pours, which I added to this, my lovely hard crystal mould that Into Resin very kindly sent me to try out a couple of months ago. So I just poured in the resin mix with the dark matter already mixed in, and I've topped that one with Starlight just because I really like the effect it gives. I want that glow, I want that flash, and hopefully we'll get a flash in these skulls. I'm really excited. So just mixing that in, I'm making sure it is really thoroughly mixed in, as you can see me doing there. And it's not been through the debubbler. I'm using Apex resin and I'm confident with this resin. And either way, once it's poured, I can then spray them with some isopropyl alcohol. Because obviously because there's been powder brushed on there, you can spray it, but you run the risk of potentially sorry if you hear any shouting, that's my 14-year-old playing a game in his room. What was I saying? Oh yes, of course, if you use the isopropyl alcohol on a surface that you've powdered, you could end up losing some spots and causing spots and such as that. And it's always a good idea, of course, to use your silicone tool just to carefully go around all the edges, being careful not to go too low because you could end up rubbing away your pigment powder that you've, pigment powders or mica powders, whatever you're using. So it just encourages those pesky bubbles that like to sit and stick on the sides of the moulds just to pop up. And I just got a little bit of overage by there, and just to make life easier on the demold, I'm just trying to make sure that I haven't got lots of it running down. And you know, they can be sharp as well. I've the amount of times I've managed to slice my fingers, particularly on the skull molds. They're not hard, but they're a bit fidgety for me personally to get out of the molds. I didn't actually plan on spraying into resin mold. I kind of forgot what I was doing. It's not the best thing to do with these beautiful handmade molds, so try and refrain from doing it. I just had one of those moments and completely forgot. So I need this to cure, and hopefully, fingers and toes crossed, we'll have something interesting. It'll be cool anyway, because they're skulls, of course. But, you know. No worries about the resin. I don't waste any resin whatsoever, even if I'm pouring it into one of like the little type beady type molds that I have to use for filler on any of the bigger molds. So, moments for you, hours and hours for me. But I did get this all done in one day. Check it out. It is so pretty. It makes me think, I don't know why, you know, Titanic, the heart of the ocean. I can't even remember what it looked like in the film. It's been a very long time. But in my head, I'm like, it's the heart of the ocean. Don't judge me. I don't know, but I was very excited. They're very excited. Now, on to the first mould. And I can't quite remember, until I actually see it, I can't remember which one it is. And sorry for being slightly off screen, but I kind of need my tummy. I just find it really awkward. I don't know if it's because I got small hands, but I do find it really awkward. It's not hard, just awkward. So, here's the first one. Yes. Oh, and we got a flash. much. Oh my goodness. I was, obviously, I record afterwards. I suppose I could, speak live type thing when I do my demolds, but I have a busy household. So I was squealing and like, hey, and shouting for Mr. Goblin to come and see my beautiful things. Right, the one I just unmolded is the one where I put the dark matter directly in, no waiting for any resin to warm up. And I used the Starlight. I believe I used yes, I believe I did. And this one is the one that we used, we warmed up first, and then added the dark matter. And it has Aurora powder. Look. Look it. So pretty. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry. That's really irritating. I don't like it when people do that. If you just saw a shadow, that was Mr. Goblin coming in because I was like, come and see. But my goodness. I'm not sure which one I like the most. I think I definitely prefer the flash, so to speak, that the Starlight gives, which is the one on the left. But when you look at it in different lighting, which we will because I'll be putting the black sheet down to have a look, you'll see. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. That is amazing. Subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate all of you. And if you haven't subscribed, why not? It's free and it just helps my channel. It really does. And my members as well. You are wonderful. And we will be having a members exclusive video this month, which is going to be awesome. So, yeah. I was wondering if a light, obviously it's black on the bottom, but I wanted to see if there was any difference with like a light on the side, but it doesn't, is it? Not really. It kind of takes away the effect, but no, that's fine. I just wanted to see if it did, but my goodness, I'm so pleased. Can you tell? Because I keep picking, I think we all like smooth our resin pieces and stuff when we're really happy. I just love it. It's like fireworks going off in that one. I think it's so pretty. Thank you for watching. Love you. And stay beautifully. Oh no, I got to look at them again. Look at me. I love them. Stay weird.
In a room full of colors and swirls, Nerd Goblin art draws a magic world, with foxes that prance and badgers that dance, a whirlwind of dreams with a single glance. Gerald the alligator grins so wide, in enchanted waters he loves to hide. Dragons breathe wonder with flames so bright, each creature born from a magic night. Nerd Goblin paints life in every brush, animals frolic in a vibrant rush. From canvases to tales they leap, in a realm where fantasy meets deep. The studio's alive with swirling paint, creatures so pure they need no saint. Sketches of foxes with tails of light, badgers with moonlit fur in flight. Gerald floats in a stream of dreams, dragons shimmer with ethereal beams. Nerd Goblin's laughs fill the space, in every stroke there's a warm embrace. Nerd Goblin paints life in every brush, animals frolic in a vibrant rush. From canvases to tales they leap, canvases to tales they leap, in a realm where fantasy meets deep. The studio's alive with swirling paint, creatures so pure they need no saint. Sketches of foxes with tails of light, badgers with moonlit fur in flight. Gerald floats in a stream of dreams, dragons shimmer with ethereal beams. Nerd goblins' laughs fill the space, in every stroke there's a warm embrace. Nerd Goblin paints life in every brush, creatures so pure they need no saint. Sketches of foxes